na the 18th day of February 2021. We get a saying na Sierra Leone we don't use, but one can look deeply on them today. And the two don't use most of the time for say, na politics na indom puel salon. How? Why? When? Where? Who you see politics puel salon? Na politics don puel salon. How? Why? When? Where? Where you see say politics puel salon. But before that, make we check wetin Nakovac Giwi for today. 564 test them, na in the labs them analyze. 564 test them. Out of that 564 test day, 4 turn out for be positive. And the 4, 1 na from Western area urban and 3 from Bont. Don't say Bont not get to rather than just knock 3, so one thing. 4 total. Because of that 4 day where we get, remember yesterday na 0 being game. That 4 day where we get, the total cumulative confirmed positive cases now don't reach 3,829. For the past 24 hours, nobody not lost in life to COVID-19, so we still stand at 79. The one them within an isolation center, now 1,153. For the past 24 hours, 5 people recover from COVID-19, whether they don't give 2,597 people we don't beat COVID-19 na salon. The one where they in quarantine na 189. The one them don't discharge from quarantine na 14,312. Make we check na the Mano River Union countries them. As I been tell we today, Salon na 4, Guinea na 68, Liberia na 0, Ivory Coast na 132, and they give 204 people we test positive for COVID-19 at the Mano River Union countries them today. Death: Sierra Leone 79, Guinea 85, Liberia 85, Ivory Coast 180. One person within the past 24 hours lost in life to COVID na Ivory Coast. So now don't give a total of 429. 429 people and lost in life to COVID at the Mano River Union countries then. I see Isa Manish, they ask, say, if there is any update on Ebola na Salon. News be they fly around where they talk about Salon, Ebola, then get one suspected case and this and that. But the Ministry of Information, then don't pull a press release wait for make we know say that one day not too true. So I say make we all just rest react them for say not too true. They say there has been no reported case of Ebola virus disease when at the EVD na Salon. The Ministry of Health and Sanitation don't inform the general public. Additionally, Sierra Leone don't escalate in emergency preparedness and response posture by enhancing surveillance, robust community engagement, and active case finding. Who did I be the talk to? Yeah, I spoke to somebody, I think yesterday or today, and I did talk about Ebola. The person said, Ebola, Salon? Telling me, una sabi the news. Say, me not hearing nothing about that. Yeah, true. But since they say robust community engagement, something like Balamuya then they talk. But I think they for make every salon person know right now. This robust way they left on paper, we're yet to make few calls na salon. Make everybody know. Okay. The Ministry of Health and Sanitation, they work closely with counterparts them in Liberia and Cote d'Ivoire in support of the effort by the government and the People's Republic of Guinea for containing the Ebola virus. Okay. So, they work closely with the counterparts in Liberia and Cote d'Ivoire, but now in support of the efforts of Guinea. Alright. I think so. Now for work closely back with Guinea. Because Guinea now we share direct border with. Yes, Liberia, but now they get it right now. But anyway. They say they work with them other countries than they. So that it not go spread common at Guinea. For Kana we own neighbor side them. For further information, please contact. Alright, Harold Thomas. We'll contact you, sir, about this Ebola. So now for you will be one for know the updates, because I know a lot of people. Well, we don't do program on that now. And say robust. How robust is robust? Is robust only for black and white? Or it be say we people they know. But long not left the work give them no more. You say for they make call na salon. Let we help for sensitize with people them. If that person come out, that person will come out. Any side you don't tell una no sabi. Begin get symptom. Raise the flag, yeah? Okay. Now look, come to a program proper for today. Now politics. Na Indom Salon. We can just talk the word. Or we can know bing 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 bing. That's what they can say. What we mean? We can know that. Or we can just use and loosely. Big, yeah. Politics na Indom this country. How? When? Where? You been there? You not been there? How? I manage you know. Say politics Poel Salon. Waiting you want for pinpoint pan. Say na this thing. This politics business. This one. Na Indom Poel Salon. Eh? Or you just feel say, but yeah, I like not talk and self. Politics na Indom Poel the country. Eh? And I can make sweet mouth na ya. Oh, really? Okay. This one will be give the people in a salon opportunity for making themselves weigh in on this particular topic. For say politics. Indom Poel Salon. Okay. I believe say you don't get opportunity. You don't listen to we people in a salon. Sometimes we can forgive them the opportunity for make we hear from them. Make we see which kind of informed ideas them, we then self get to some of the issues them we they discuss now. I don't know how you want for rate them. They always able for contribute on this one. I don't say this at the left and first, but I think say make a do one yeah. Because there is an issue we get where I don't think say we're supposed for the get some, but unfortunately, the women empowerment group then as Salon, they have a lot to do for able for help we woman them na the country. Yeah? This now be just for me, yes. But I want learn to una small. Make una self here. This not to be for una. Now be just for me, yes. Maybe you pick up something, or maybe you not pick up something, but I be asked the question, why? And please listen to this answer, yeah? Okay.
See you. Good evening, sir. The family they do well, myself they do well. It's not easy, see you. It's so hard for make you get woman we go willing for talk, especially but then issue dem wey get for do with politics, government, business. You go work at a when you man as you meet one person so. In fact na im dey tell you when you go dey interview somebody the other way dey pass this I dey can talk na im go willing na im go calm pass na we at times can talk say let we lis ten first wetin get for say if e go make sense. Forget woman for talk to, it's not easy. The story that way woman they talk about now story we get for do with market business, story we get for do with pikin girl pikin issue, story we get for do with market, then story then community story them then can be eager for talk about and you go meet her e no go refuse for talk. But when you get for do with the area of politics or any other story wey no pertaining pikin or market or in your own life wey dey do, e no dey gree talk. You know, agree talk. Some can say, "I dey shame." The camera, "I dey shame." Some can say, me guy na apart from work comot sell today sef nothing I no get it." Some can say that tire. You know, it can be very very difficult for we for make you get woman just one woman for talking. It can be easy.
All right. Maybe something you pick that up, or maybe you not pick them up, because of something where I be pick up, and I be able for talk to the team for say, I see when I ask, but this politics the Paul Salon, why will not get woman them? You hear the answer from the reporter out there in a salon. So I think say the woman them then get to work for do. Is it something where we don't put ourselves inside, or we woman them say now only when it come to kitchen business, now end them for talk? They no say this particular issue we will talk about too, it affect the kitchen, eh? So why be say when it come to like politics, where it come to daily issues where the mona we mama them, then they choose for back out, for say no, they don't want for talk, they don't want to talk, no, because you see. All the people them we talk about a politics spoil salon, woman no did it. And me be pink them up. But sometimes some people like you say, oh, when a man they no more the interview, and I need the interview woman them. Like this, I tell you say not to be for you, yes, so not be for me no more. We question why we not get woman them. So I don't know if you be pick that up, yourself be questioned but you left now you at. I hope say I don't give you an answer now. But we need for talk to a woman in Sierra Leone. I think when we able for empower we woman them for take up issues there like they were, things then go change quick. Eh? Things then go change quick. If we able for make we woman they understand the power we didn't get. The power we the woman then get, if they understand and they're able for the chipping on conversations like that were, it will be good. Alright. And they be just say make a chuka inside it. Now politics, na indom poel salon. we brothers and sisters in a saloon. Na make we can say na ya share a network, we dey give people them opportunity. Even though it's hard sometimes for get people in safe na saloon for talk. Sometimes it's difficult. But at least we dey go the extra mile. We dey go the extra mile. But anyway, now politics don't spoil salon when, how, where. Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir. Waiting you get for it today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers in here. Based on this topic, we look broad, but we will narrow and down for put on just few things we may go see inside this. I'm looking at waiting and they talk the slogan that politics don't well salon. Because the word itself, politics, if we don't be a kind of a rescuer, because in a politics, people already can put idea and for we together, make policy them, make sure say things in structure, make sure say development day, make sure say you the mortal man, you feel your presence in a society. That nine politics actually been there for. You get a lot of broad explanation if we go in detail, but just for make we understand that now for make male people in life, now then for Tina before look after we, like a mother and a father in a home, looking after. So the politics was there for the country. So that then go look after the people where they need for do. Now then they now the master savvy people now then they for bring these policies. Now then bring the institution there. Now then see I'm saying yeah, what thing will make this particular scenario, this particular scenery, now law now will deal with them. This scenery now people that we deal with land. This scenery now people that we do fisheries. You know, I was trying to just show how did the institutions then get a job. Now then they prescribe like a doctor they go. The one they would do for well body, then go say, well, yeah, people in the 60 club make up an institution, we call them Ministry of Health. So those are what's the primary aim of the politics, where people then they make up for go. But to follow go see before we go further, you will not see the word of itself, they don't change them. So that's why now the people in the users say this now in point this. And they can get even another slogan where they can say they talk politics. So that they try to tell you say how far then the people who don't perceive within politicians they do to them, how they don't interpret to themselves within a politics. Not a straightforward thing they say from what is supposed to be in a different way. So you go see say when they talk about waiting the people and they try to talk about here the main issue what I see, then they talk about development. Then they talk about liberty. Then they talk about what in them go use for grip and see what in development don't say. Now something where they feel tangible, then go ask themselves different questions. Sometimes some of them now are shy to say it out. But when it comes to reality, they know that this thing they happen. Because when you see the trend of politics don't come as Salona in different form. You don't come, people that don't come, make a party, then go, this then come, then go, this then come, then go. But the reason why they're not be able, most times we will see they not succeed. Now way people they're not being used any opportunities where they come, when a development, windows are open for development, then they not use those windows for let them go help the area where people they don't open that side for them. Then you will begin to ask, say, well, what are the consequences now? What are the wrong thing of them policies there? So we can out to now policies there, outcome of policies, the outcome, the consequences they who don't suffer from policies where the politicians they don't bring come. So now actual problem where they bring this when they see now politics don't spoil because them bring the policies with them before us say this policy is working on this. They have the example of this institution, this policy, and they work on the judiciary. But the one way capital and all, because when you look politics, the next thing you they look to them adjacent to them, the police. But you don't call the police, you get side in between them. You talk about the law. the judiciary. So there two things there. When they talk of development, like politicians they before don't identify say now that thing there we go know say now this now him who for try put where they go along for let people in life fine. Because if we they do something, we get for know waiting right for the person, waiting go bring in life for let go say me live a life where a life where they say I'm really they realize and they live a life which people are supposed for live. But if you take a job, you say you force the person for do waiting, you feel say you don't know how for do, but you they say let it do am. And then wetin he know for do, you dey tell am say don't do wetin you know for do. Because you dey tell am what he want am for do, instead of telling him to do what he know for what he know how for do, then he develop a skill. So you go see areas then now where wetin the people them supposed for do, they know they do am. So those again where they are the responsibility, we can out to civil, what are the duty, what are the responsibility, then go able for no am only because some of them go see say, well, I don't go drink poison, I go die. I go drink water and live. Those are just examples for say, okay, these are things I don't see, I don't learn from. Because I don't know see this because this. But when you come inside for country and say, no, now this you get for do. When you know see this person, you know this what for do, and what he know for do, it help for let it go before. But because you're not able for help him the way actually he need for help, you dey force am for do wetin e no need for do. Then it come to the policy where you make. Then it come to the availability of that policy where they make. E get for follow with resources. Say now you get development you have for bring am. You tell the people and say, well now I don't go employ una. I want for now will bring job in this place. I want to do this development. But the person not it been get something else where you know how for do. Then you dey tell am now say no, not do this. But he know what he for do because you don't know him. If for us get resources, but because you're not able, before you were able to say, well, I fair way, you go say, well, I force you for do this. And during that forcing for do something, then you go see say the outcome of it not go be better because one, you don't get the resources, then you're not able to tell the person when you get resources, then you try for convince them for do something else so that you go say, no, I don't do something for you. So that there they come the problem now. Some of them go don't go learn, some of them go get job skills they wouldn't learn, and some of them, okay, when now people that will not learn go far, then you try for guys say, we can't do this. Then but the person is not fit for that. And then you're not able to do what in the for create that avenue, you say go do something. Same way to the market two banded, same way to the one day when you work now, even office system. Same way to even the nurse system who go in at the working place. Because when the nurse come, he know how for do what he don't do, they don't train him. But because he don't get what he for use, when they go ask and go say, well, we don't increase our salary, or well, we don't can make a new building. But there is something what you don't do, what you supposed to do, where that person then what he know for do, he go able for do us. So that these are the problems we don't actually do for years and years. And then don't say we get actually Sierra Leone situation that is an enormous development what we need. In other words, they really need in terms of a big change we would expect. Because of why? Because of waiting, the way the development don't take up, it not meet up with the people. The development they come, but they meet with the people for let them go get a bite of waiting they get forget. And some of them they get the bite, like I say, they know they get the right bite. Because if somebody is a vegetarian food they go eat. If now meat they get meat. Just anything that is right place, and then you bring your own plant them, then they plant them, they get for whole water. And then you will see say the things that we don't pass, when you don't see say that man, able, we're able to identify the only because you get that selfishness in you. You know, see what the man need, you don't want to give him, and then you see the man in problem, you identify him, but because of you come at the place and the politics don't come, you say, I they change the word of the politics unknowingly, then you become a liar. So what's in the people and they say, they talk politics. So you don't deviate the word they say politics and the person hate. All night they see politicians and they say, they were a politician there. or politics in the talk, because you don't change the world. You don't change the world from the people in view. Politics are for go help the people and for go. When they don't begin to change in our politics in the talk, because they know say that now a society when I don't go join for let when I go find a way for just make a kind of when I become affluential, when I become popular, when I go able to get easy access to everything. And then that easy access, una forget say not to long lasting access. Una for don't create the access to the people now. Where people in the can now for can begin the knock door, they can begin to see why they knock door, they no go do this because there is still the gap where don't they where don't develop because una don't create am. But why una they try for see una develop, una don't can una see well, we don't look then here all we don't able to see that this problem we able to do this. Una get for don't see say those benchmarks. Then being good, where the people then be left, or una one for can create a benchmark where it be say, when they say this is a benchmark, but it's gonna be a benchmark because somebody on the phone, say like an example, somebody on the phone, it tell somebody say, build for me a chair, a stool, and then they ask the person, and then somebody until now somebody will get a height, and they tell you say, build this chair for me, last sit down. But because una all two don't forget, you forget for tell the man because maybe you forget say the first carpenter will be don't go first, you need will not get height. The one we go see now will see you. This man now because until you don't get child, they say okay, this is a phone call. Phone them and they let build chair. He said okay, build the chair for me. But the man they build the chair on a standard chair where if he say that the chair we in normally sit and they forget say that man we call. I for don't ask him which type of chair. If it's a standard one, what the man can't see the chair now, no, he get for use another stool for sit down at the chair because he not reach because you didn't use something when at the voice you don't go as a professional for let you go ask. Then the man back because until he don't change the environment every day, you don't know say we say carry out today now people that will get height well now this method and use if you don't left the side they know them then they see them say they make chair for them it will do for us. So those are the kind of things your politicians can get for really see. Those benchmarks, the area they say these are things that we don't put. People that we can't follow them. So we're able to go develop. But you know that was they cannot get anything without looking at the factors there. We will know and go change laws there. We were able to meet up. Because our policies there now in the problem where people can get this so now the result of bad policies in terms of the law and then give small example where you go na court you get this now so it will be or you or somebody get this case in this justice it will be so then they doubt it because when they come all them defects they no one work when they come out for can do cleaning in Europe they no go want for go again back for go do housekeeper even a salon. The only way, most of the time, they know say we cannot live here forever, so we have to get anything for like go sustain we, so that we go able to live that life. The old man, the work come out power, I no go see me. But sometimes that's a mistake what they can do because then they do them in a way for secure themselves, where they know say well if I come out safe for let that man they can pass over that gate they can inside, I go fortify them. I will build a big mansion or I will do this, which is good for anybody who wants to live a good life. But sometimes it is see comparison where there is a country will not develop and this, but sometimes it's back to the people and back. But again, you go ask them, whether they say, then go choose other person. When they choose somebody again, you go see whether they can compete. Now people and way don't influence now the society. Some they're not being there at the place. So when they come, they say, okay, now this man, that's not for like how they sabi this man. All man don't sabi him. Maybe because he didn't get a big store or not be a businessman. So because of this factor, yeah, they're not go able to say, well, I would know the man in character before we take our put on. But just because of that popularity we don't get, so you go use that for campaign. So you can't say politics. You get few of those. There are not many, but you have those all those type of people who belong kind of politics in different sectors. Especially for the past years, some of who belong they see how we do business, so they got popular but they put on the kind of politics. Then in the end, the man not go able to reach in him because they will say no, then now the fault of the one that we vote. But again, how then go able to know whether are the good person? That are the big question. The one they want are the good people and today but sometimes because they don't get the capital for them go chase the election for good enough, they cannot come for them who can't represent people and for go help them with good hearts. So those are all the factors that would not cause development. But it comes back to all policy making, and people that they complain so. Now policy making people they have to look at strategies and making development sustainable so people can go able to get a grip of that development day and I'm able to bring a sustainable development. And thank you very much for giving me the platform. And I hope say them will try for let them go redefine the word politics. Let it be politics, but let not put that one where they say this now politics in the talk show. But let take time for the pull and but now when the people that begin to see they do things with reality, tangible, then we'll pull that one in their mind. They not go begin tell us they talk politics. They instead will begin to talk, say, oh, they're politician, they're good. Thank you very much for giving the platform. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very much, Usfriend.
You're most welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's come with Doctor. Make way you waiting to get for. Yes, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo, you get the platform.
Yes, hi. Good evening, everybody, and good morning to many others. I hope so everybody did do well, and thank you to Usfred and also to you and the people that we take part with for tell we can make them feel say na politics na don't puer salon. So with that, one for tell them thank you, and I believe say everything we then outline or we then spoke about, really went straight to the point as to waiting at some of the thing them, will really they make people then they act in that way for make go country not go better, right? And then as we all know, we really want for La Salon better, we want for La Salon go before. But because of the political aspect of it, it really they make people them, not they think straight, not they do things in a patriotic form, then they always mix politics and conversation, where they happen. The only thing though, before I proceed, you be mentioned something about women's empowerment, but because I can get a lag in the radio, at first I've been listening at the Facebook, but I don't know now audio now you play or not just a statement you make.
About what?
Where you say, why, the women them na salon, now they get empowered. I think you were talking after with the video we don't play. You say
Yeah, I
it was
play
meant
a
for you.
message because on the video, people
Mhm.
them actually woman them not able for contribute. Then I be question the team, so the team be give for response say when it can come to issues then like then the woman and they agree for talk. You not
Okay.
be here where I play like a
No, I'm
voice
not
note.
be
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
for
that's
some
fine.
reason there was a glitch, with the so I had to switch back to the radio. Okay, that's fine. Well, definitely it would be nice for the women them back in the country take part in some of them, perception, or things on where would they feel about what thing make we country not to go before because everybody in voice, everybody in your own perception can really bring something in for like somebody else reason to ask to why them feel saying that that's not the problem, and then going into you questions them as to how, when, why, or where, and if again, you can even add who's doing it. To tell you the truth, we, the Sierra Leoneans, and we did one. And waiting make we did one. When are the why, I will tell you straight up, and I'm sure many of we know this, selfish gain, just because of, greed for feel say if you do it will only help you for gain some form of appointment or some form of position where will make you superior than the other person. And another thing again, maybe tribalism can always play a little bit of role in this, or regionalism where we say sometimes people think if they're in a specific region, now that region they not want for benefit instead of for say okay something and they try for bring something up now with community or now with country now this region now we not good for we, but because no more that particular region is divided, even though everybody in the region understand or know say what waiting and it come up with, it not go be good for them, now that particular community there or now the region. Nobody not go come and say, Lord, get a public, hearing or public, forum, we'll go get a discussion about really how this get for affect we, how it get for affect we daily living and we picking them. Instead of having that dialogue, that discussion among each other and foresee how they will go now to the parliamentarians or the people that way they represent them, now then constituent, then they take them, make and say, no, not to them people then they are vote for or mean to that political party are they, not to APC are they or not to SLPP are they. Then they put down there as being the paramount thing for them rather than talking about things that we go benefit them now the community or now the area. And then you talk about where, we all know where. That's alone. Now we country day. Now they happen. And when really this then thing that can happen and how it happen, it happen, because, it's happening now, it's been happening and it's ongoing, right? So since it's ongoing, waiting we really need for do it's like for try for see how we go debunk and try for change people their mindset as to you get for really love the country at heart and no say put the country first before anything else. And if we can develop with country, just because one area don't develop, no means say, it not go benefit Salon. If we get a specific area in the country where it be say, then they produce a specific agricultural food stuff where it be say, then they, it's better for us to get that food stuff within the country than now begin the import them. So we get to find a way how we go empower the other sector or the other area for what they do or for the development what then they do for let the country go forward. And in that light, other community or other region back would they do well in something different. Think of the United States, what they already they say the Idaho potatoes, right? Just because it's from Idaho, no means say people are not like that. Then they bam, you didn't have New York, you didn't have any other states, it get that name, but all not part of America in own development in how them for push the country go before. And certain things then they defend in New York very easy, defend them that easy in other states them. So if we can help we 16 districts them, for no say every district can do something right and every part of Sierra Leone can benefit from them. That way we can really help one another. And the other thing is, where people then can come for say they want for invest in the country, then they try for discourage them and for make it look like, you can see some people when they go for investments, then they ask them questions we have to do with politics. What does that have to do with anything? Anything we want for can do in your country. And I believe say now that can really disturb many of we brothers and sisters them we really want for go back na Salon and for do something right for the nation. And if we can really take politics out of the equation, we really go do well for this country, coming forward. And the last thing I want for touch on now, this again they see even at the entertainment industry, when at the music industry, something what I listen to today, I know it don't surface na the air, even while I didn't have Salon, but the fact that I listen, it make me say something about it. We brother, when a Salon brother, with them nominate for the Mama win at the MTV Music Award na Africa, he's being targeted, by another artist when Caldenero. For me, that's wrong. For go post YouTube audio talking about, then just send out a random email for ask who that and want for nominate for the award. For me, it should be somewhat happy, really happy for Drizzle being that he's young, he's is doing very well when it comes to this music. Not just because I'm a fan of him, I'm saying this. I was also a fan of Caldenero until I know he has so much drama in him that made me like not even listen to his song anymore because of that. Because too much drama, too much fet, in order to help anybody. If you want to do well, you want to make an impact. Because when you get a talent, now reason make God give you a talent. So then kind of thing, and then a form of, bias, selfishness, tribalism, where he really put out there, where I feel I'm somewhat disgusted by it, to come from another Sierra Leonean, bashing the other one, say, oh, they nominate him because they want to do it in a corruption format or whatnot. If I know many people have listened to that audio. It's been, it went viral already. He posted it, I think it was 3 days ago. That is so bad, so things like this should not be happening. And that's where I feel like I wanted to touch on that. And these are examples of, the things that really spoiling, waiting the Puel Saloon, whether not a political way or whether not, within all that political lens, you get this selfishness and just somebody just feels saying in normal for the on the top, like saying I the only person where don't they do well now the music industry in a salon. Every day you're going to have new talents that's gonna have good talent, maybe better than the person before, right? So everybody gets in time. If this not Drizzlick in time, so be it. That's his time. He's been nominated, and a good thing for we country. And you go see the type of music where they put out there, where makes sense to people like us, and I know to many Sierra Leoneans them, and also people them now the West African nation or the entire Africa. So we are proud of that, and with the hope say it will win. That na me own take for tonight. Thank you. And before I forget, how many eyes then count tonight this night? You didn't announce it.
I've been busy.
Why? Because you don't say them boku.
No eyes not come tonight.
Eh?
Yeah.
Hi. Okay.
All right.
Dandy, I know feel say it correct, but anyhow, we will see the two they come on Saturday. Yeah. Because we'll get a special edition of Sarah Network on Sunday. If you not announced by the end of the day the number of A's them and the letters them. It's in an A that you can support. You don't change everybody in name to A. You just want to change all the letters them to A. Huh? Hey, when I know see this man, he said they disqualify me. That begin tell them already.
You done? Wait a lot.
Okay, I don't know.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who call from, please.
I'm Ibrahim. I call from Maryland.
Yes, Ibrahim, you got 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, me, I agree saying now politics now don't play salon. The reason being, they go even inside the house. Politics they work now the house back. I experienced what I've been in salon.
Which house? You say house? Which house?
Family house.
Okay.
I talk about family house.
All right.
I explained that way I've been in salon 2007 elections because me no they support no political party, but the one that we've been there in power that time they what they do way I talk against that. Somebody now if close family relative to me, he not like that. Say the election done, when they talk to me because of I talk the truth. Then it still they happen up to this time around. Right now, Chernobyl, what they do so, the opposition, then like them. Then they give all the praises. But the one they only support this administration, then they bash the man, then they attack him, take go to his family. But trust me, we government change tomorrow. The same people that they attack Chernobyl right now say Chernobyl job, Chernobyl now politician, they try for sabotage this government. If you change your government come back this no, tell them continue for the same thing. If you sabotage back or begin to expose back the government back where they come. And the same people when they come back, they can't hail them back. Then number 2, the greediness and selfish. Triple A, what happened in 98.1 is really sad this morning. The man not they even think about the country. He only try for protect in paycheck when I Imran Silla. And I don't observe all the time, the platform, they always in the interview, always he get about batty business. And the way I see this administration, most of the guys there when they call na radio, they don't get respect for journalists there. When they ask them this question, then they try for dodge the question, then they attack by the personality of the journalist there. But me, I not blame the politician them. I blame back with young people and back with BC. Then they vote on tribal lines and regional lines. And not care if the person not qualify or the person not get that hard and say, what you do for do? Now picking on our brother, a lot of vote for him. Right now, then they suffer. Then they go and we say, we not get what they eat. But the same people, when they go after corrupt politicians, then they bend them back, they protect them back, and they defend them. But they not get what they eat too. Wait time of election rigging now, then go give them polo, then give them small change. They don't forget all what they have right now. So the selfish, the greed, and the bad now don't destroy that country there. Thank you very much. May God make we will love ourselves and we try for develop Mama Salon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ibrahim.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, call ID live on air. Name and inside the call from, please.
This is Ezekiel. They call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. Now we all don't play Sierra Leone. I they say now we all because one way or the other we play parts into the process. We are not the saints, but definitely now we the Sierra Leoneans. We politics now the name now what are they play by the politics humans. So now we don't Leone and we continue for destroyer. With the exception of in arena and day and night, we they contribute, give advice, we they criticize. If they are lucky and they put you in a particular place, it will become very difficult for we contribute exactly within with the preach. Why? They always say me premise always they start with the president. As long as we get laws them in place, we give the president the ultimate power to make will. You know, in fact, sometimes more than he will, because when he pleases him, it has pleased the president. So he makes changes, you know, and that changes is enforced. We hardly see which side they try to make changes in terms of appointing people where parliament they oppose. Very difficult. And so the whole process, while they talk now and then put me in a particular place, it could be very difficult for that make changes because at the work at the man way it don't please for put me. The moment I criticize, I'm out of the door. You know, so that change what I want to make, will make. Even the little one for don't make a call. As I speak against the man way it don't please with the truth, then go kick me out. So that's where we are. As long as changes is not made, so we lost them and we not abide by. Because now the other thing, because the other day, they say freedom after the speech. Now the problem. We get all the laws them in place. You get freedom for talk. You talk. As they come at the door, somebody's waiting. Either at the door physically or at the door of your position where you get now a particular place. Somebody in high place, take a phone and make a call. You are screwed in the corner, So it's very difficult. It's a system. Again, we all they play with an invisible hand. Yet now the one they wait and then now they talk about with the why. For instance, like what I say, the president, if the change way in need for make so that things then go fall in place, then things are not going to change exactly how it's supposed to change. Same thing with law enforcement, even with the small authority we then get. And they use them for would they give them something, would they give them power. Again, the law is there clearly. Now the court now the same thing. You go there again for let you get you justice. If you not pass what you need for pass, the man will do the pass. Now the justice in the name of money and authority and power. They do in the name of real justice. You see, so now we all, one way or the other, and we all play parts tribally, regionally, sectionally, and non-stop. So now we are. And let God help we. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
It's not Mike. I come from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, now politics poor salon, but now we all poor salon because we all integrity they at stake, Because if you look at all the institution and they all the label, police they label, the army they label. I mean, even the judiciary they label, they all they label. Now in the poor the country, so where they're not able to be independent, they're not able to stand on their own, Now they only poor the country, The politician they just there for mix up the people, but the people they need for wise up back. Now we put them at power. Why would they run after them people that are like saying that then they control we? Now we for control them. Now we put them at power, Now we go vote for them, But they turn the game around per we like saying now we then they control. Well now we for control them. Now we for ask them and question them, Now the problem that we know they understand say now we for take charge. Now we they make them let them take charge. We know they ask them the critical question there. The journalists they know they ask them the critical question there because they say they label it, Especially most the reason why them politicians they respect them journalists in a salon because them journalists they label it to them, Now the problem that they just like Imran, if you see Imran from the past administration, what have they follow her? You go feel say Imran a patriotic guy, a guy who loves salon. But when things turn around, when they in power now, you see say Imran na fake, That guy and so then you actually notice there when they in power, the thing that they talk about before, they know they talk about again, They know they talk about again, The same thing back when APC go kind of power, the thing they want to holla for right now, then go quiet about them. But now we get for the ask them question there. Now we get for the follow them parliamentarian there. Now we get for the ask parliament. What did they go there for? What did they go there for? Like Cherry Coco, why would I not stand up? When I need for stand up, man. When I need for stand up. When I fight for the people there. I don't know what we want. When I go back, when I say go label, man just the problem now the all the institution there, they all the label, they know they stand up on their own. I mean contribution on it.
Thank you very much, Mike. Yes, caller, they're live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Ayo from an undisclosed location.
3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Politics, tribalism, regionalism, like how Mr. Mike and Zeke said, which really people them now with Barcelona. Just imagine when talk to the camera been the talk today to the guys them. One of the guys them on the thread. Like I was saying, when they talk to the camera been the interview those guys them, one of the on the thread, you see the kind of comments we make. Say the guy big fool, this, that don't show you see the mindset. And I put on the thread, say some of us are uncomfortable when you bring this kind of topic on. Not me, because me nothing for be uncomfortable about, me they speak my mind. Some people know one for your identity than they because them didn't have party side. Some people go talk, say, yes, not true, that this, that, but when election come, all man they run in corner. And as far as the mindset concerned, if you can go back a couple of months ago when the president appointed the Attorney General, you remember what one of the ladies said? This now we own too. Appoint somebody now we own. Okay.
Yeah, the Honorable from Moyamba.
Okay. So people then they go to the archives and do some research. How people then they talk. They don't know say not to just the politicians themselves, like as Zeke say, we the people self. Our mind is made up. Everything is alone, tribalism, regionalism. We all go talk, say, yeah, they don't poor land, politicians they don't do this, do that, but they say this, that. When election time come, trust me, most of the people where they talk say, oh, the politician then this, then that, all man they're gonna corner. That's my submission.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, and my name Famoro Kuruma, the call from Libya.
Yes, Famoro. You get the platform. 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, Triple A. Well, like, you're like within my brother job in the top. If you can take example to even we politicians, that they first not get love for we country. If we can take example to like China, then country first they worship before they worship any other thing make China they develop. We politicians them first they preach tribal, then they preach party politics business, then they differentiate everything. You can take example even to we presidents in speech way in make na ikailaun. Then a clear picture. So we leaders and frustrated before, now then they separate we the grassroots people and we the layman them, we the supporters and behind them. Now then first they separate we. And the politics don't totally destroy saloon presently. Because for now, even the right person self now need able to get the right office. Because of as soon as you know dance to this party in tune, they know they ever able to put you in the right place. If you na APC or SLPP or PMDC, if SLPP gets power or APC gets power, that man we don't dance for the now in then they put on that side. Even though this man qualify for get this position, where they will deliver well to the people, to the country, they don't go ever put them on that right side. And we they see what's in the happen presently at the offices there. So man they lost job because of in son himself. People them they lost their job them because of politics where they say this is party A or party B. So politics don't totally destroy Sierra Leone. Then they in a clear picture where like even with presidents don't preach about that. A videos and they where like in team up openly way in the preach about politics where even they condemn one sectors, they talk say if we not do this for we now we no more go able to do this now and if we all we no go forget to now. So what about the other next side? They're also part of Sierra Leone. So like we leaders enforce now and don't make we the layman and they talk about politics now even self now you want to talk the facts, wrong thing they happen, then we talk say but no this now because of he didn't at this party or he didn't at this party make it they say this. Triple A, even the job then presently who una they do so. Una they get people who they cry una down. Right now they go they tell una say na this party na party A una dey una party B una dey because of una they preach the truth. Right now through no this alone. Na party na everybody they worship na salu. So like party business politics don't totally destroy Sierra Leone. Thank you so much. Sir.
Thank you very much, Famoro. Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Triple A, this is Alaji.
Yes, Alaji, 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, first of all, thank you very much, Triple A. This topic will bring a hot topic. We'll take us more, but really hot and really interesting. One beginner is if you get we don't hear people in the job boards or this and southeast, you come on, this and northwest, this and that. If you get camera name, you understand it, they ever gonna main the line for go stand election day. Then they don't tell you straight away say this is about regionalism or tribalism because they happen. They happen at salon. They happen. Once you get a certain surname then, and they go to a certain area then for go stand the election. Then two, this politics don't can make everybody want to be a politician because that's the fastest way for getting rich, for putting people in a higher status in the country. Everybody they go into politics. Now make easy if you look at other jobs there, people don't want to go do other jobs there. They just don't want to be in politics because they know say politics is all about gaining, making yourself rich. Na salon, and not for other side, na salon. Look with people who don't come and hustle. We don't come in America or Europe for how many years?
You know, they do a single job like how they do now. So they get like 5,000-10,000. I say say election they come. They don't want to go salon. That 10,000 I need to go spend because they know say it's like na gambling they go play. When you know so we spend 10,000, if I about 200 million get for commodity kind of pockets. So the politics it also bad in the country that it also bad in the country. Your brother or your brother. We don't see people they kill each other for party. People don't know what be. We don't see people they go burn people in business there for party. We don't see people two friends there. It's like they're enemies for life because of party. You have to be on this position in your own parts until we stop that. Salon no go before. Then look, come back. The one way they get for play the big thing inside this thing what they talk to the judiciary system, because people they take advantage of because of them a politician, they take advantage of the poor people and not get anything for do. When they don't can do something, they go say, right now my brother man and the border, look they say they don't come out side, they want to put something for winner. Well, what's that get for go in jail or you lost your case because of party, because party picking them, stuff like this. Until we all get in mindset, say, put the politicians say, look, if you look out for can work for the people, by the end of the 5-year time, I see one picture. I don't know if it's Nigeria or na Gambia when I say one politician at tick. I don't know how true is it to and say because the guy they promise the people and they will do anything, so they go try and tick. I don't know if they beat and they or anything, but we need for begin set an example. Let people here, then they take money and they can't separate we. They don't defend in one here alone because of politics. They don't defend one here alone. Then they can't like how they eat all the people. Then the same people, when the same one, when they glad for them, now when they grab back, they go cost people, they cost people a million over social media because of party. Do you know my? You don't even know me, mama. You the question because I talk this. You say you don't assume say me na APC or me na SLPP. So until we stop that mindset, we the people, we stop that mindset. Salon will go forever go for this tribal business. Thank you very much, Chief.
Thank you very much, Alaji. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, this is Adama from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get 3 minutes, man. What do you get for me?
Okay. I just want to make comment about what's the you talk about woman, then they're not the one for talk now the camera because they're shy or they're afraid. I don't think so, Triple A. In my opinion, I think you see most of those women then now that marketplace, the man then where they don't want to begin with, they don't left them. So as a woman, where you get picking, the most important thing that they look forward to, watching them for putting a table for feed and beginning. Now that's then at the mind. You know me for say they don't know for say what the government they do, how the government they treat them now that country they don't fight for them, no. But this is what they do. Maybe they feel say, in my opinion, though, I may be wrong, that if they say nice thing, maybe one of the leaders then they go give them something so that we're able to help the beginning, when they feel the beginning. So now my opinion that's thank you very much, Triple A.
All right, thank you very much. Adama, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, Omar from Minneapolis.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I don't think you talk about politics without politics earlier, but we just want to kind of in another form where people maybe will be able to understand this as a fact. A general phenomenon in life, in general, at baseline, where you want to nurture people or groom them the best way, they put them in position, and based on what you had talked about, and I know some previous caller that they don't mention about, and they say we don't contribute for the politics in Sierra Leone, the underdevelopment, that place there, we all don't contribute to it. But my own side, I take another different roadmap to look at that because I don't want to go directly to the political part. I don't want anybody to say they're on any one party place because we not even get party anyway. But the general phenomenon at baseline for any nurturing situation or where you want to groom people where they come up, if they put them, in fact, now make we get the systems, then yeah, where one person then in one position they retire, then they bring people in for orientation, teach them fine so that then we're able to get to that place that they. But their own aim, now for let this person here succeed. You see. But I think that we contribute into this particular stuff where they go to that place there because we they give people then position there that we will not give them all the tools that we will need. The support, the human capital what they need, we need for give them. Logistics, some other stuff they will for need or for give them. Now they bring success. But if somebody don't give you a job, this is a general time I talk about. Somebody give you a job, then that job will give you is still wants that job there, or somebody that the line where they look for like get that job there. I know say doctor we don't give one example a few minutes ago. How competition don't they between them I don't know if I'm a musician or what is this person know this, the other person know they begin go back and forth, back and forth. That's the problem in society. When you give people position, give them all the equipment where they need for let them succeed. The main goal now for let them succeed because when they succeed, everybody else succeed. If not that one green, what is self we all been get, that country they for better passes. But instead, them go if you put person in that position, they either sabotage this stuff, obstruct, either destroy them, they make them powerless. Or you lead them to, pitfalls where they're not going to succeed tomorrow. Now this kind of here we get now the country because we not get that what in themselves for support this person. They get a chance like see what we will do. Because as that person they can, somebody on the right now, where one time in particular place they for even succeed they read of them. That's a problem. The downfall come quick, and when the downfall come, not to that person no more in the film that we all get for film because we don't embrace the fact say we don't put this person in a position. You need to give all the support you need, all the logistics where necessary. Follow we succeed. Now that person they succeed, and once that person they succeed, that we all don't succeed. So now my own contribution that tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Umar.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who said the call from, please?
Yes, Albert, I call from Texas.
Yes, Albert.
So you posed the question, yourself in our politics don't fill salon. Yes, indeed, politics. And like I always say, I quote the famous South Africa Lucky musician, reggae musician Lucky Dube, always say, we got to come together as one. Till we come together as one, no matter, even though, yes, I agree in your initial opening, you said also the color, but whether red, white, blue, no matter whose kind of political party or tribe, we therefore come together as one. Till we come together as one, we not go able to see Mama Salongo before we therefore come together as one, not only for come together as one, but for love one and other. Joseph Hill say, peace, love, and harmony. Stop the forcing and fighting. No more backstabbing. No more backbiting. And last but not the least, one of Lucky Dube in song said, blessed is the hand that giveth. He asks, he said, what type of rich man are you? Not politician. What type of rich man are you who doesn't care about the poor people? What type of rich man are you who doesn't care about the poor people? And say how you go feel you see the poor people starving. So we get for come together as one. Maybe the politician they need for staff for listen to them, lyrics them. Lucky did with Joseph Hills. We get for come together as one, and not only for come together as one, but for love one another. That's the only way Salon go before. Not about me. Think about your next brother. Think about your next sister. Now my contribution that.
Thank you very much, Albert.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and the call from, please.
Yes, Triple. How are you?
Good. You get 3 minutes.
A concerned citizen from USA. Triple, in your opinion, selfishness and patriot and lack of love for country now for that country. The reason we make us say so it's not just politics. For example, just look like just voting I started with the pages now. Ordinary musicians they're not like themselves. I remember back the time when we been get a lady, we been win the beauty contest, we been go out. Sierra Leoneans they refuse for vote for that girl just because they been born island and come out. Then go rather left later salon. We know they vote for you can come like for something between another country self. We know they ever support the country. Just because you hate that person, they not to be win that beauty contest, and because of that, you go choose not for vote for her. Let's say, for example, this how they call them slaffer. They don't get nothing to do with APC or SLPP. Look how long we slaffer don't they quail. How many young boys then when they feature on quail? For example, look like that Isa Johansson. To say me, I'm not busy for football, but in my opinion, intercept with that team, they're very selfish. How you go to be president for 8 years? All that 8 years where you don't then PK they really play football, and we know say football in time so short, the career after some time you don't expire. Let's even say people like you, but it's because you did it. That they cause the consequence for so many young boys, they make them feature point. Why can't you give up that position if that will bring peace to the country, make people get along? Low left that, low come back again during the time of Big Sister and housemate Sierra Leone. We all been see again the division will be inside, the enemy to be inside, and it's small country like Sierra Leone. Two variety shows then they happen. Even America gonna be a big country, they even get American Idol and Dancing with the Star. They're not been doing the same season, but I look at the competition with all with that money, get a big television station, they make money enough to entertain her. Where that girl even bring her in show after 1 year, then pull the show at the girl in hand. At the end of the day, then they watch the show the same time the two shows, then they go together. So to me, I feel a selfishness and unpatriotism. Like once you make a leg for watching, you are very patriotic and you watch Boku show, they may not are shy for call person. But one thing with you, Triple, whenever you criticize something, you criticize genuinely because of the love of Sierra Leone. Because you watch all the posting, the way you say it's very good for your country. But you can see some people, when they see something good about Salon, they get so angry. They just want to show the negative. Even some people like this MCC, where they don't talk say Salon, go be. Let's even say self now fake will fake and for me. What is wrong with that? You see some say they go to then they go to the inside, then they criticize na fake, that na cheat MCC that somebody go rogue for me, we're not supposed to win. So to me, it's selfishness. You go self na market today, you want to go do good to people and so you want to go make charity. You ask them, say, okay, una the poor one, they make her give them money, una we get, you go see them we get. They can't see that line back them block the poor man, they will not get, then go take the money at the poor man. So to me, it's just selfishness and unpatriotism. It has nothing to do with politics. Now even football self they play at Salon. Even inter-sport between school to school is not playing. With the same way they can get ordinary student union at private college, how they can want to kill themselves. It has nothing to do with APC and SFP. It has to we the Sierra Leoneans, and are we selfish and we unpatriotic, we not get love for the country. All man just wants for himself. Now make that country be. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, concerned Sierra Leone. Yeah. Dave Katie says it's Triple A. From your end, what do you think? I think saying that the Constitution now make we country don't go backwards. He say because what do you make I feel so? Now, because the Constitution give too much powers to the executive, like office, like the ACC, may forbid non-political appointment. When me say no to the president, for pick that kind person there for sit down in office. The term of office should cross into other administration. So in the things say, na the constitution. Musa Conte say the lack of understanding by the masses now make politics don't get gaya na the country. If the people them no say na then get the power, politicians them gaya go reduce. Okay, gaya, what's that? Na then bagbati. Right. I be still want you case, so but it look like so you balance the case. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Huh?
No, I be want you case, but you balance the case so that you no go give me case.
Really?
Yes. You get 3 minutes, sir.
My brother, thank you very much. I will tell you, Africa, Sierra Leone, we all. There's certain words then in the dictionary where we not get, and since we not get them, we need to go no side. Say what you may about United States and the craziness all, but then get certain distinct qualities we then get when can into them politics. No matter how you see them the fet, then love the country. And people and then now we get remorse. Sierra Leone and we not get a remorse. Sierra Leone man not ever do anything. He say, I feel bad. Why I do this? This thing I do, you know, right. It never ever happen. We not care. Ethics not there. Shameless not there. Greed. Because we go far. We dey see them all over. We see one no speak of the house. They disgrace and show them pictures naked. If not any other advanced civilized nation, that might they resign. The shameless. So that's if he want kill himself, commit murder and suicide because of things like that. We not care. We not let. You see, the politicians they understand say they not get respect for the people then. So and in life, when somebody not get respect for you, no matter what you do, you need to take you serious. Politicians they not respect we. Case in point, up to this day, it ring in my head. Wait here next by Chroma do the Hajj people then. After all the ordeal where they went through, if not somebody will care and respect you people, you they care and go to a hall, put them in a nice, decent place, talk to them, look them at the eye, and tell them how much you regret about what you people and they said what you do. It put them a sun, a state house, in up balcony. Even with the man, that guy they explain your ordeal, then take in passport in hand. Can go Saudi, can go to 6 different countries before they face and come back na salon. Where next they talk, it turn him back against the guy. They not care about the people. Marabia don't do it. Marabia gonna go. He tell the people and say, even if you not pull me now, I need to get light. Fatima to tell people and say, I mean, money they take you on a light. That means you're not crazy. They not get respect for we. And when somebody not get respect for you, they not care about you. You can do anything where you want to do, but you people don't just talk. Right now, if you take 3 boxes, blue, green, red, and one will not get no color, maybe white. Go put on a cottage. Who side then they say will talk, but two side they say they not get water. Go put them boxes and they and talk say this na blue, this na red, oh, this na red, this na white, green, and this na black. There, when I can put my bulla inside, 2 days later go open the box and they. The black one need to get anything, even if they don't know what they need it for. You see, yeah, the people that care about each other. California, now Democrat state this, but from when we then around there over 30 years, we don't see more of Republicans governors. Right now, with California governor, what we get just because if they do too much of a lockdown. Right now, papers then they pass around. They want recall them. Just like what we do the other one back when the Democrat governor Gray Davis, they recall and bring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Where people like say they not see what they do for we, Right now, people in the pamper signatures for recall this one will get. Because then they go back into an election, by election, for recall and say, what to put you there, you know do it right. That they happen in our country? And then they happen. So the people are not care. Now, anything what they do, that's it. How many things that we might have here don't tell we say they can do or if they do? How many things that we don't open? They not care. Then people are there, they listen. In fact, what they do now, they laugh with. Information minister, and English don't have TV, they talk say, we work all the banana, dishwash business with the pan. And I even know why not talk say na cacao, na waste, na the way. Because they not get respect for the people. They not care. They know it already they have the mindset say we can say anything we want say, we can do anything we want do, we still go win back. Right now, if I go to Napna Kisi Street, you go see how many people on where they can dance behind me. So why for respect them people? Why for care? Why for do what's right? I need not for do what's right because me not it's just like what you do in a relationship where you let the other party know say in self-esteem you do everything you can in a relationship, you damage that person in self-esteem, you bring and come low, you make it get this belief say without you it can never thrive, it can never, nothing can never happen. You don't run over, it happen in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, even marriage. What they say? Now it don't happen. So then people that don't get with people for belief say without APC or SSPP, life not day, nothing not day. They not care. So the disrespect, they not get remorse. When Sierra Leone politicians don't ever do something bad to them people and say, you know, this is bad. When you don't ever hear politicians say something like that, even when they're on TV, say, I feel bad. This is not right. I know this is not good. You know, they even resign. This is not good. When you don't ever hear them, it's not going to forever happen. So now that's more. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Omar. Rolanda Atkins say, in your opinion, the reason politics don't well salon na because the uneducated numbers then beaucoup pass the one them we get education na salon. Okay. And say the one them we educated, they bully the people them because the people they not get clue waiting the politicians them get for do for them when they vote for them and put them in power. Thomas Kamara say Tripoli, we problem them compounded, but all come down to integrity. I don't know we ever know the word or somewhere along we lost. Ibrahim Kuruma say Tripoli me asking one. We people they blame the people. All our mess is government. Alright. I think I better Dave Ketchion. This narrating me think about this particular slogan. A politics dump well salon. Yeah? And I join into the line of everybody we say, now we Sierra Leoneans them. If we base we voting on tribal and colors, then the politicians them will always take advantage over we. Let's say the people them they don't vote, then give you the power. Now bad the people then do? Now think about that. Let's say the people that make wrong judgment safe now. Let's agree. Say they make wrong judgment. Then give you the power. Now bad then do? On a based on which you promise them so they can't give them. Now bad then do? Because me they see in this aspect say even if we people them, then vote wrongly. You go only say somebody vote wrongly because you think say the person for vote otherwise. But with waiting the person sabi, with waiting the person know, now based on that, now he vote. This person come, is selling market to Ram. Even though you they try for tell and say, do not do this. This why I wrong. Not do one. It trusts the person enough for say, no, even though the one they say, now then they have choice. I get choice for choose. Now I make when election can come, not to one person, not to unopposed. There's a lot of candidates where they stand. I think too many that some of the people can just lost count and just focus on just few. Yeah? So let us say the people focus on this particular person, then they give him the power based on waiting the person promise. Now the person they right, now then choice. I can always say Naya. You know, most of the time we can say, oh, they are not educated. Oh, they're not. For know what you want, you not come by education. No. And also we can talk now about mindset. Mindset. The mindset of Sierra Leoneans. But sometimes, we Sierra Leoneans, them, when you look with situation, you they find out, say, it's like we were born to suffer or we lack for suffer. Make I give this example. The video is on Facebook. This man rent a boat for go across the river. Imagine the man ain't buy the fuel. Then he pay for the boat. The boatman sit down behind the machine. The fuel pipe wait for transfer the fuel from the can to the machine. Then they put another rubber where they starve the fuel. So what thing they happen? The fuel now they get free flow for coming from the tank to the machine. Then begin the boat ride. The boat the hot by them. Imagine the boat the hot by them water. Before the man say, you know what? Make I investigate this. Where you go there now? Is he say them put something for starve the fuel so that the fuel no go easily flow now the machine so that they go get a smooth ride. Then they begin for question and say, why you do this? Even the fuel, now we buy it, not to you safe. Why you they suffer you safe? He say, oh, now for save the fuel. But the fuel back not to you buy more. You have an opportunity. This is just a common example. You get an opportunity, forget a smooth ride. You say no. If for the hot powder, if for the struggle, they make a way out to start and way out so the machine itself not go get long life. So who's kind of thoughts that one day? Where you feel say that person the process. We have a lot of other examples that we'll go give. But now politics don't well salon. Where you look at, if the people then based on politics give somebody an opportunity, if this person get an integrity, it will work for the people of Sierra Leone. But if the person fail for work for the people of Sierra Leone, he based on he say, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now then give me. So, I go serve them back. But I don't want for believe say, we they say the people them, then now it's in they vote for. Everybody know what he wants in our life. All man know what he wants. And we people there, what they want, now then they vote for. Now then they vote for. So even though they say the politicians say what they vote for, and they don't pull salon, but that's what they want. Why they drag this conversation come this way? Now because we need to take a step back and see why we people them they vote this way. Instead of every time we politics come where election come, we go say, oh, then I need forgive. Even on the comment section say people are not agree for try new things. They're not agree for try new party. Yes, human being, we are prone to sometimes afraid of change. We're afraid. Change with afraid. So maybe we need to find another way instead of accusing and saying because they not go to school and because they not get sense, that made them vote for them people here. Yes. Hey, now then did it. Now that's the want. All we can do is advocate. But the politicians them, not for take advantage, knowing to say, based on if na region, based on if na tribe, based on whatever reason, the people go vote for them. The people not do them bad for vote for them. But then they take advantage over the people them because the people them vote for them. Instead of deliver what you feel say the people them go really need, yourself go still come and talk the same thing with the other person. They talk, the other person say they not vote for me because they not get sense, because they are not educated. They not go school. Yourself come back, you say then vote for me because they not go school. So I not go deliver for them. They not go even notice. And that one they say they not go notice, then go just hear what I be telling, I make them vote for me. I think that's where we they get where government officials they come. Instead of then talk about the reality. No, then they talk about waiting and feel say then go take for byway again. Boy oh boy. Then sabi waiting be happen the last thing. Anybody will take Solomon for granted? Hey. It can change you. It can change. Yeah? When Tijan Kaba in first term be there, even though he gets the back and forth, the overthrow and all these things, then the peace come and all thing, you have people that love him. Then the second time come, you see how the things happen. So Iranians they say, good to do. Tata. To the particular administration, the SLPP. The APC come. And so well, also go to well, okay, APC. I then too. Now they don't sabi. And let's say now for real self say, now then two party no more get. Let's just accept that. So only one other one that we can come now for kind of tea water. We can still get then two party there. Then we still get a better Sierra Leone. We can still have those two party and get a better Salone. You not think so? Eh? But you know why we could go still get the two party then we'll not get a better Sierra Leone? Because they don't care. Because when they care, we go get a better Sierra Leone. When they listen to the voice of the people, when they listen to the cry of the people, we go get a better Sierra Leone. We don't need 20 party, we don't need 40 party before we get a better salute. No. Yes, we need other people them for provide checks and balances. But let's not go far. The APC and the SLPP, the other two parties them will not be go that far. Where they near them? Where are they? Even Femi Claudio School is showing more right now when it comes to issues them. So even the political party them, inside the political party them, politics self don't pull the political party them back. So in every fabric of Sierra Leone, politics they inside it. And it's sad to say, even we own at the diaspora, I always talk on here. Now we don't be the best people them ever for critique Sierra Leone. Why? Because we send we money there for we people them. You know why? Because you want a better life for your family member that is out there. If you don't care, you're not going to send anything for them. But you send for them because you want for me them get something for carry on life with. Yeah? So now that one day for don't put we self in the position say because we are sending for change the life and everything, so we can still speak up so that the government within a salon go listen and able to help for change the lives of people them within a salon. But when you check, you know they happen. Because what you do, they can't inside we self within the diaspora. We all know they vote. But because of finance, some diaspora people now don't take them as investment. They don't take them as investment. For poor money. And politics is not cheap. We all sabi that. Politics not cheap. Poor money. Why? When the political party can have power, then they give you sit down place. And when they give you this sit down place, not for saying for let you go make. How many people all left the diaspora go salon, work in an administration, come back come with their heads up high, say, yes, I was in that office, I delivered, and this and this and this and this is what I did. How many? Don't forget, now politics, now don't spoil salon. And the same politics, then they bring inside we, now the diaspora. And that's why we cannot even speak up as somebody when I patriot to Sierra Leone. We can't. Because what you do, we do hope forget our next phone call. Say don't release the president. I'll talk him back now. A lot of people can take and make fun. This I not go able for work because what I am doing like this is what I want to do. And they not go hire you. You go to critique. You think say go work? No. You not go work. But then come together we'll see. Now they see, people and they vote against their own. Then they vote against their own. But you cannot do that in Sierra Leone. In fact, you'll be critical of them giving you kind of sign. And you say then they push now, you go talk. So that you go expose yourself more and more. That's what they see. That's what we see. But anyway, we pray say we able get the opportunity for make we people know their rights, make them get an understanding, so that the politicians they're not going to take advantage over we all. Because the people can give them power, they not do bad. They just need for do right for the people them. That's all. Just do right. Water no day, find ways and means for provide water. Lights no day, find ways and means so that lights go day. Good healthcare system no day, find ways and means so that good healthcare system go day. Let the people talk about it. When you do right, the people will speak up. When you do wrong, the people will speak up. But if now you the first person, if now you the first person, so you need to see back. You need to see what they do, my dear. Take back step and come to reality first. Maybe you know they get that communication they well. Maybe not that. I got that point. Yeah? That's all we could say. May God help Salon. Because if not, it's not easy. We'll go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Take it for say, Tata.